What is going on, fantastic people? Welcome back to a brand new day of CS2 Case Market Coverage. We're going to be jumping right in this because do not waste your time or your money here at this channel. And we are seeing magnanimous jumps on the market today. Like, for real, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this on the mid-tier price cases. I've said this before about how I've never seen anything like this, but this was specifically with the lower price cases in the past. Right now, we are seeing insane movement on literally insane movement almost every single one of these mid-tier price cases, and I mean this, it's that trajectory with every single one of these. We've hit into the $5 range, which we weren't even really sniffing on a lot of these, like overnight on almost every single one of these cases. So it's actually insane. The market is moving in a bombastic way right now. We're gonna go and start with the lower price cases like we normally do and work our way up to those mid-tier price cases, which are really the big movers. So with the snake bite case, not a lot of movement, maybe up about a cent from the last video. The clutch case is actually up about 6 cents from the last video, so looking pretty nice. Uh, the couple cases that haven't moved have been the danger zones and CS20s. Danger zones might have been up a little bit from the last video, but really not anything too crazy. CS20s really haven't moved much. The Prismas are up a few cents actually each. Actually a little more than a few, but they're both starting their upwards trajectory back towards where they were, which is good because these were falling for a long time, if you recall the recent videos. But we're really starting to see a surge back to where they were originally a few weeks ago. Actually, really now, I guess it's been about a month since they took that big fall, but they'll definitely be moving back up to where they were very soon. The shadow cases really haven't moved. The horizon cases really haven't moved at all. I mean, if you go ahead and look at the last video, I mean, it's just what we're seeing, still around $2 on these, which is down net from where they've been. I mean, they reached 210 like a little over a month ago, and they just have not been really surging past that. So horizons really been stuck for a little while. Same with the falchions and the shadow cases. Now, the first case that's really a mid-tier price case hook off here is the revolver case. This one didn't take off crazy. This is up about 30 something cents, but this is the first going to mark really the first case of these really huge changes. So the wildfires, these were about $4 in the last video, so now we're all the way up to 443. A giant jump on these guys. I'm telling you, this is like I've never seen anything like this all at once on the mid-tier price cases. Like and I hate to say that because I made a video in the past, like I've never seen anything like this, but it was because we saw the crazy jumps on these lower tier price cases. Right now, we're not seeing these move, but I seriously haven't seen anything like this ever on the mid tier price cases. Like this is crazy. So definitely a lot of movement. The Spectrum 2's just another one. We're up to 487 on these. Look at that, man. Within the last video, I don't remember exactly when we filmed this, but we were around the $4 range, I believe. Now up literally almost a dollar since then, almost pushing into that $5 range, really at 489 here. So almost a dollar jump in the matter of like a few days since that last video is insane. Like that's actually unheard of growth on a case like that. Like you're making a fifth return on your investment if you bought that at like uh $4 where it just was like instantaneously with these jumps, which is pretty insane. So the Chroma threes, these are also up to about $5. Again, you can see the crazy trajectory on these. We were at about what the last video when we filmed this, actually up probably a little bit. I don't remember exactly the date that I filmed this, to be honest, but I think at least we're up about 50 cents on those, which is incredible. And we're going to keep moving on here to the Chroma 2s over into the 512 range. Again, this is another one that was just relatively sitting around the $4 range, $4.50 range, realistically. And now we are into being up about 60 cents on those, which is very big. Um, the Gamma 2s are another one. In the last video game, we might have been up a little bit in the last video, but overall a giant surge up on a lot of these. You can see in the last video we were seeing a big jump, but those jumps have not stopped. And in fact, they've actually kind of multiplied. So we filmed the last video about here at about 450-ish on this one as well. Again, up to 514. So again, another little over 60 cent jump on that one. The Vanguards haven't been moving too much. These have been around the $5 range for a while now. They just fluctuate a lot because there's not a ton generally listed at any one time in the market on those. So you'll see a lot of fluctuation with that. But the Gamma case, just another one, continued just crazy movement here. I don't need to say it for every single case because you'll see it on every single case. I mean, I don't need to like specifically read it off to you the numbers, but we're seeing crazy jumps. The Phoenix is now up into about the $6 range. This one wasn't insane in some other cases, but definitely like a good 40 cent jump on those is pretty nice to see. Continuing on, I don't actually think we saw a ton of movement on the chromas. I could be wrong. Yeah, not a lot of movement on these chromas. Let's see here. The spectrums. Yeah, holy, definitely took a big jump from last. We were about 570 on the last one, now up to 650. So about an 80-cent jump since the last video, which again, I'm not going to keep saying it. It's insane. It's crazy. Um, I don't want to give advice to say get in on the market while you can. This could be a little inflated. It could go back down over a period of time. I don't like some people wanted to in the comments said like they would like to me for me to elaborate more on why specific things happen. And when I know things and there's generally a predictable pattern of why things are happening, I'll definitely tell you that like what I understand it to be. But I can't tell you every single day why the market's moving. I just can't like I don't know if anybody has that information for sure why everything's moving in one way or the other. If anybody has any input down below, let me know why you think all of these middle tier price cases are moving so hard at once. But anyways, gonna keep moving on. The shattered webs from the last video are up. I think a slight amount we were out like we were up in the last video when I filmed it regardless. And I believe we're up at least another 20 something odd cents from that last video. I wonder if offensives I didn't look at in the last video, but I do believe they're not up crazy, to be honest with you. But I will say, we are seeing, oh my gosh, guys, do y'all remember? Do you guys remember? If you go back into like a video, even like literally a month ago or so, the glove case was at like $8, something like that, bro. $10 like a month ago, a little bit before that, maybe a couple months ago, like $8, bro. We've doubled that in like a couple months, from $8 to over $16, which is insane. And if you could have bought in on this glove case back in the day when it was like a buck or two, obviously you would have, 16x, 8x your money, which is why I generally recommend on getting in on these lower priced cases, as I believe they will take that similar trajectory as they are all rare cases. And it just takes time for them to get open and the amount that's remaining to slowly dwindle over time, like we've seen on these older cases. Um, yeah, another one, the breakouts have broken into $11. These were just hitting that $10 range. Now all the way up to $11, a giant shot up, incredible movement. The Broken Fangs, these are now into $12. I believe they were like in something like 10 the last video. Yeah, they were just breaking 10 in the last video. And now it's gone up $2 since the last video. Like, bro. Oh my gosh, man. I was in an all right mood. I pulled up this market and I saw how crazy this is going. It lit a fire in me, bro. I can't tell you. This is insane. Another one, the Riptides, guys. If you remember when we started making these videos, these were at like $7. They're now 17. It's been a few months. That's insane if you bought into these a while back. Now for the last month or so, they've been like just they started the month and really we're sitting around the $11-ish range, and now so obviously a $6 jump even in a month is crazy. But since we started making these, like, you would have made over double your money if you bought into these riptides, which is pretty insane. And that's because those are discontinued case specifically. I don't know why there's so many less of those in circulation than other more modern operations. I'm not exactly sure on why that is, but yeah, you can definitely see that reflect in the price and in the quantity listed. But yeah, guys, that's about it for the big movers. Obviously, the glove case is going crazy right now, and literally every other middle tier priced case. Let me know what you guys are feeling about the market down below. If you guys are buying anything, let me know how you guys are feeling about everything. And if you got any input, share that with me down there. Thank you all so much for coming out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.